Are you a serial scroller? Are you scrolling right now while listening to me? Well, put that device down and give me your undivided attention. Look into my eyes. Don't look around my eyes. Look into my eyes. For the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to be chatting to Gabriel Pitt about controlling your digital habits. And as his book says, be present. So, Gabriel, do I have your undivided attention?
Of course, you do, of course.
Hello. Well, I can see you in the camera and I can see that I do have your undivided attention. So you're very, very welcome to the show. It says here you're a certified digital wellness expert. What is that?
Yeah, there is a trend that has developed in US and UK around digital well-being. And there are courses that you can follow to understand more about how do you better manage your digital habits, your devices. And I attended this course to be myself certified and to understand all the mechanics around digital habits.
Well, you say we're overstimulated. I'm like a coiled spring all the time. How is that affecting us? Am I overstimulated?
Yeah, I think this overstimulation is the result of always waiting something on our smartphone, like notifications, like something is happening. And we need to check all the time if there is something, even if it's not really important or relevant for us, we are going to check. And the issue is that we don't know anymore how to be in a more contemplation mode, meaning just having nothing to do, and that's fine.
Well, that's it. It's that thing of people are never bored anymore. Like my kids, I mentioned earlier there about YouTube shorts, and it's never ending. So if I was watching a TV programme, it would come to an end. But when you're watching something like that, it's the next one and the next one and the next one. And before you know it, an hour, 2 hours have gone without you even noticing. And it's that thing. It's just, you're always on and you just never get to stop. That's kind of it, isn't it?
It is, and your point is so true, because you can compare TV and journal and magazine like 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. When you end reading the journal or the magazine, then it's the end, And today or nowadays, it's very difficult to come to an end because there is no end. And of course, you enjoy being stimulated, discovering new things, liking posts and clicking all the time. Mm-hmm. And we need to find a new way how to make sure we find ourselves the end, and then we can move to something else that is really important for us, bring us added value in our life. And you are so true with your example with television, is that no, there is no end, and we are overstimulated, and it's difficult now to have nothing and to get bored. And this boredom is really something we need to find action to make sure we can be bored as well. Kids need to be bored.
This is it. How do you walk away? Because as an adult, and I probably should be better at this than my children, as an adult, I can't step away from my phone. I always have it with me. I bring it to the bathroom with me, which is probably disgusting. I just can't step away from the phone. So how do we do that? How do we get a break from it?
Thank you for asking this question, because it's so relevant. The thing is that today is a smartphone. We don't know what will be in the future. Mm-hmm. But the paradox is that today this device is very useful for many things in our life. And of course, there are plenty of benefits having this tool. And the other side, you can find yourself paying something at the shop with your smartphone, but then you scroll for half an hour without the willingness of doing it. And then you spend half an hour, 1 hour. And again, this time, it can be valuable if it's content that inspires you to make yourself being a better person or to move forward in your life. But if it's not adding value, then you've lost this time.
Now, you've got this book, Be Present, and it's all about living in the here and now and enjoying what's happening now. But here's the thing, right? I open the pages, okay? And after you've got this lovely page where you say too lucky. And then about this book, and the first thing you do is you've got 2 QR codes. And so I have to get my phone out. And then there's a video of you. So then I have to go to YouTube and watch a video of you. And I'm like, I thought I was meant to be reading the book. And then there's it now, to be fair. The thing underneath is lovely because you've chosen loads of gorgeous music to listen to while reading the book. Exactly. But is that not, is this not ironic that you have got these QR codes on this book? Or is this kind of the point?
Yeah, the idea of the QR code is to demonstrate that the technology brings benefits. And I'm not against technology. And this QR code enriched the book. And it means that this is something I say at the beginning of the book. I take the example of my sister. She's older than me, and she said to me, I don't check any QR code because I like to read my books from A to Z. And I don't want to go on the QR codes. And for other people, like they enjoyed having this enrichment through this QR code. And again, this is the idea for me, not to push people to check or not, but really to adopt the book how they prefer to read it. And if they want more things on YouTube, then they can go. But I said at the beginning, this is an exercise already,
Yeah.
Once you finish to see the video, then you go back to reading.
Yeah.
It's a kind of challenge.
It's also interesting as well, and it's something that we're more and more aware of now. There's a picture in the book, again at the start of the book, and it's of a child with his back to the stage. And we've all seen it, and we've all probably done it. If you've been to a gig or you've been to a comedy night or anything, and people are sitting filming. This child is actually ignoring what's going on around him, and he's completely just like all attention is on the phone, and we are missing the moment. But more and more artists now, like certainly performers, musicians, they are stopping concerts and saying, stop filming, put your phone down and just enjoy this. And we're doing that less and less.
Yeah, the point here, there are two phenomena behind that. The first one is it more important now for a certain generation to show that you have been somewhere rather than enjoying the moment? This is the first question. And the second one is, I take an example, I work with someone who support me for social media. And the story is that he went to cinema like one month ago with his parents. And after 10 minutes, the movie was too slow that he needed to grab his smartphone and scroll because watching a movie was too slow, Mm-hmm. It means the second phenomenon is about overstimulation. It's difficult to just enjoy a show for 1 hour or 2 hours, And I think it's the same example with sport, because in tennis they would like to reshape the format right now, because one match could last for 4 to 5 hours. And it's difficult to just watch tennis for 4 to 5 hours because, again, this overstimulation leads us to want more stimuli. And I think it's a kind of danger, because the truth is that tennis or sport is really state of the art. For me, it's no more performance. It's above performance what they are doing, these sport people.
Well, this is a thing, we're adults. We remember a time when there weren't devices everywhere. We remember a time when you would go to the cinema and you would not take your phone out. Well, your phone would be attached to the thing in the kitchen, so of course you wouldn't. But, there'd be no question that you would do anything else except watch the film. But even that, I would now be itching to get my phone out and just check it on silent and swipe through stuff. But what's that doing to our kids' brains? Because they are growing up in a time when this is all they know. Can you give us tips on how to help them to be able to step away? Because that must be incredibly tough for them. It's tough for me.
Yeah, first of all, the first point is, and this is very important, nobody should feel guilty about the use, because it has been really rapid. The evolution of technology was really, really fast. And now it's part of our life, and technology will progress, will continue to evolve. And for me, the tips and what is really relevant now is giving the right habits to the kids, because they should understand what is important for them with technology. Like if you watch something on YouTube and you have 1 hour time, you dedicate 20 minutes to watch something which is inspiring, and then the 40 other minutes you implement or you experience what you've learned on YouTube. It means that you need to separate what you see on digital and make it happen in real life. Because if you spend 1 hour only watching a movie or a video, then of course you won't experience it in the real life. So this is the first tip. So you need to really choose inspiring things, and you can experience it like cooking. You can check a recipe, how you cook something, and then you cook it with your kids. And then they learn how to use it in the right way, let's say. This is the first tip. And then today we have limiting time, for the children, and I think this is not the only point that we need to pay attention to. Like there is the number of pickups that we have per day, and you can check that on your smartphone, on your device. And then looking at that, you can understand if people are overstimulated or not. Because if you have 100 pickups a day, it's about one pickup every 9 minutes, approximately, depending on the time that you sleep. But then you can measure as well how much time you pick up your smartphone. So first of all, this is get inspired. And second one is get used to do things without the smartphone.
So, and is there a limit? So, say like you can't pick up your phone more than 20 times in a day. After that, it's locked away for the night.
Yeah, exactly. And I give you another tip. And this one, I think it's really simple to put in place for the audience, for people who are listening to us.
Okay.
Is you need to block time at your place where you don't have access to devices. Yeah. Like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., it's family time dedicated to having dinner, chatting, doing homework, anything you want. And as well for adults, like if you're working, you need to block times where you don't have access to technology. Yeah. And of course, now our world has evolved with flexible work and so on. And you can work afterwards, but you need to block time where there is no technology at home.
That's a lovely idea. And actually, I find that really useful. The bit you said about maybe watching something and then implementing it. So my kids, they're obsessed. You know that thing where you watch people squelching like slime through wee holes? It's very satisfying to watch. But actually, a lot of times they're saying, oh, can we make slime? Can we do this? So that's a really good idea. So watch something and then do it, whether it's cooking or drawing or calligraphy writing is another one. So just those sort of things that so you feel like you're a bit more involved rather than them just staring. It's a lovely idea, actually. I like that.
Yeah, and it means you are not passive, you are active. You are using actively technology for making things in real life. Well, it can be anything, by the way. It can be anything.
That has been so useful. I hope it has been really useful for our listeners today. Your book is called Be Present. And Gabriel, if we want to find out more about you, there's a website and you can tell us what that is, please.
Yeah, my website is www.gabrielpitt.com. And there you will find some information about what I'm doing. You have a podcast. It's in French for the moment. I have episodes coming in English in the future.
Lovely.
And you have plenty of information there, yeah.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. It was lovely to talk to you today. Thank you.